JFK International Airport very shortly. 1 hour, 23 minutes. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're having a good weekend this weekend. I'm sorry about the late upload, y'all. But today we're going to do this video a little different. I'm going to do just a storytelling voiceover of our travels while watching my baby experience his first takeoff in a plane. So y'all, to be honest, we got on 3 plane rides and the first 2 plane rides he was asleep during both of them. So the last one he was wide awake. I was exhausted at this point, but I'm about to tell y'all why. So, we left from Chattanooga Airport in Tennessee, and we were supposed to have like a 1 hour layover in Charlotte, North Carolina. However, y'all, like, it was a lot of thunderstorms and just bad weather that week. When we was at the airport, it wasn't raining, but you could see like lightning here and there. Our flight kept getting delayed. Our flight was at 7:30 and it kept getting pushed back to 8, then 9, then 10, and then the last time they pushed it was 11:44 p.m. We got on the plane at like 11:45 and we sat like on the plane for like at least 30 minutes because it started raining and we were waiting for it to be safe again for the workers who work like under the plane and load the plane. We were waiting for it to be safe again so that way they could work. Eventually, like, the people who be at the control center, about for all the planes, I don't know what you call it, but eventually they gave us the go sign that we could leave. We finally took off from Tennessee at like yeah, I want to say like 12:45, maybe 12:30, but y'all, when we got in the air, it was like the lightning and thunder. It seemed like it got worse, y'all. Like, it was insane turbulence. Like, honestly, to this day, I still don't even call it turbulence. Like, that was worse than turbulence. The power on the plane had went out literally for like a few seconds. I was really scared. Like, it was someone praying on the plane. Like, we were all scared, and it was only 10 of us, y'all. It wasn't a lot of us on the plane. Um, my baby, he stayed asleep during the whole thing, which I am grateful for because I don't know what I would have done if he was crying and I'm wanting to cry too, my damn self. You know what I'm saying? But they did an emergency landing in Huntsville, Alabama. And when we got to that airport, they were trying to book us hotels, but they weren't able to because all the hotels were booked up or something like that. So then they gave us some free food vouchers, and we basically spent all night at the airport, y'all. We got to the Huntsville airport at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I just remember when we got off the plane, y'all, like everybody was dazed, like we were tired. It was just so quiet. Like, we were really scared for real. Like, mind you, before we even got off the plane at the on the airport runway, y'all, they had the fire department and like police waiting there for us so they could check the plane and stuff. But eventually they just made us stay at Alabama until the weather like cleared up. We were just, happy to be alive. You know what I'm saying? So most of us slept at the airport, and the baby, he woke up when we got off the plane, and he was up for like 2 hours, but I put him back to sleep at like 4:30 in the morning. And then, y'all, I remember the timeline because it was really it was a long Tuesday. It was a long night. It was really it was just so long. So then the next flight was like 7 a.m. So before we got on the plane, I grabbed some like smoothies and food and stuff with the vouchers. We got on the early plane at like 6:30 in the morning, I want to say. And then we finally got to Charlotte at 9 a.m. And y'all, let me just tell y'all that Charlotte, North Carolina airport is so big. Like, I would never choose to go there willingly, like, ever again. I'm not gonna lie to you. When we got off the plane, y'all, me and the baby, we had to walk like 30 minutes throughout the airport to get to the other side for our next flight to JFK, New York. So we got on that plane at like 11:30, and at that point I was just happy to be getting on our last plane ride. You feel what I'm saying? Cuz our trip already got extended, due to the weather issues and all that stuff. Um, my baby, he was good through most of the traveling. Like, only time he was fussy was when he was hungry or, he needed his butt changed. Other than that, like, he was really good. Um, he don't really like interact with strangers for real, but the ones that he did, it was like, nicer older women and stuff like that. So, hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. So, y'all, it was honestly a lot traveling for me only cuz I had a carry-on and like I had two carry-ons, like a mini suitcase carry-on and a book bag. And then I had his car seat, y'all. I had his carrier, but I didn't really use his carrier until when we was walking through Charlotte cuz I needed to, y'all. That airport is so damn big. Like, it's really ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you. So, we finally got on the plane. This was us on the plane that's going to JFK, New York. We was sitting here for a little bit, but they was just waiting for takeoff because there was a lot of traffic in the like taxi runway for the planes to take off and stuff like that. Um, we had a row of seats to ourselves. I was very thankful because at first our seats were like way, way in the back, but the lady who was scanning us through, she was like, "I'm gonna change your seats and all that," and I didn't even realize it, but she literally gave us like a whole row to ourselves. Um, but now that I think about it, I wonder if she did that because she thought like the baby might cry. But Trez, he was not fussy at all, y'all. He actually went to sleep shortly after we was in the air. Um, but yeah, like right now, y'all, Trez was just chilling, holding his playing with the little seatbelt buckle next to him, and he was looking out the window because he could see like the workers and stuff walking around and driving around. So he was looking. Um, I'm happy to give my son experiences like this, but I can't wait like when we, travel again, but like out the country or something. Um, and a lot of people when I told them what happened, they were like, I would never get on the plane again. And I'm not gonna lie, that's how I was feeling after getting off that plane, but I was just trying to make it to my destination and I was just grateful that it didn't, was as worse as it could have been. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a scary experience. I'm just grateful that my baby was asleep through it all, like for real. Um so yeah, y'all, like traveling, it was a lot for me, but my baby looked like he enjoyed himself. Like I got a lot of compliments, It was like he's so cute. I'm like, thank y'all. Um Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, another thing I noticed, I turned down a lot of help. Like I don't be liking to get help for real. Knowing good as well I needed the help, y'all, cuz he was heavy and our two carry-ons was heavy too, low key. But I'm grateful to the people who did help. Even when I said no, like they asked again and I was like, yeah, I do need help. But that goes to show like it's okay to ask for help, especially if you need it. Like, and if people was offering for offering you help, like we take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did this video differently, y'all. Um, and especially since we didn't really talk when I recorded this, like his first takeoff. He's attacking me at this point, y'all. He was he was pulling my hair and trying to get my earrings. Um, but yeah, he was really good. Like he he's a chill baby for real. Like I got lucky with my baby. I say that to myself all the time. Like I got lucky with him. But yeah, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Um, and I'm gonna just play music over the last few parts because the plane is about to take off soon. Thank you for watching, y'all.
This was like I feel like in the nighttime. Watch what she do when the light shine. Drunk niggas tryna talk in the strip club. Shorty silhouette look like a dollar sign. Caught up, that's just how a nigga brought up. Blow ones for your loony ass niggas. Straight bells for your toonie ass niggas. My niggas bigger than the bounce. Roll up in the bitch, still smell like a ounce. Right quick. Tight jeans on, so you feel my shit. Tell me something good, baby. Tell me something good, shout it. fucking with your lame ass nigga. I know you wanna break, I know you wanna break with your bottom. Just say no more, girl.
Young child, you killed this track.